local recording going. It is now filling my hard drives. Full of steamy love. All right. Enough of that. Woo! We're just down a bit of caffeine. This broadcast brought to you by Pepsi Max. Always Max. Let's do the intro. Let's start the show.
Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace, a brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
All right, the mics are hot. They are.
If you take the first level
They are unmuted.
of the style, then you can take the other two.
Hey, folks.
Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the
Now Marty's
Dread and
unmuted
Circus
us.
campaign.
What's up?
Season 2, episode number 7. And why is my camera not working? Give me a second. Oh, because it's not on. There we go.
Welcome, Bunny.
Yeah.
And again, my apologies.
All right, I think all the levels are working. You can hear us all. DM and host Marty, joined by Ahmed and Mark. Episode 7 of Season 2, Dread and Circus.
Nice.
Adam is going to join us in a little bit, I think. He is in the middle of travel or something related to this. I don't know. He just doesn't love us anymore, maybe. I don't know.
We're not as important.
Yeah, we're not. I think he's in the middle of doing good at his job, which takes up a lot of time. And one of the things that D&D does is take up a lot of
Take your
time.
time. Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. I work all the time, and I get characters done at lunch.
Oh, Mark's freely admitting that now that he knows that nobody at work even knows what
Oh my
Twitch
god,
is.
I wouldn't hear the end of it.
That's awesome.
They always ask me, "What are you doing on that on your tablet?" There, I'm like, "I'm just fucking around."
Checking the weather.
Checking the weather for hours. Mark really likes the weather. Oh man.
You believe it? The pressure fucking dropped.
When was the last time we hung out?
Just looking at the weather, it makes no sense if you do it that way.
We played last Saturday, I think, right? How was your week?
Yeah.
I don't think we played during the week.
No?
No.
This
Yeah,
is our
Saturday.
dream.
You're right.
Saturday. I went to North Bay this weekend, or yesterday.
Nice.
No, today, for crying out loud.
Some of the best pizza I've ever had is in North Bay.
Yes, actually, I stopped at Greco's.
Yes,
The
that's what it's
Algonquin
called.
Street
Yeah,
Greco's.
yes.
Greco's, yeah.
Yep.
Now, my expectation was I was going to sit there, have my pizza, order a half-baked pizza, throw that in the freezer when I got home, and cook it later, as I was my tradition. However, while I was sitting there and we were waiting for our food, my wife and I, the waitress brought by samples of their chicken pot pie soup. And I'm like, why am I getting chicken pot pie soup at a pizza place? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're
My
breaking
wife
the
tried
rule.
some too.
You're breaking rule number 1. If it has pizza in the title of the restaurant, don't order anything else except for pizza. You will be disappointed.
Lasagna. all that shit.
I tried the chicken pot pie soup.
Yep.
I did not go home with pizza. I went home with the last of their soup. It was that freaking good.
They're like,
I'm like, I don't believe this. There's something wrong.
we take the pizza droppings and we put it in the soup.
What do you mean pizza dropping? You see this? It's a pizza dropping.
All the drippings and grease from the pizza probably end up in the soup.
We don't. That's where we empty our grease, right in there.
Who the fuck knows? It tastes good.
Throwing some potatoes, some chicken, it's all good.
Nice. Okay, so you had some good soup. That sounds awesome. Ahmed, how was your week, man?
It was good. I was recovering from my fucking stupid hours last week. It's kind of my brain was still on hold. I turned the computer on, like I don't know what I'm here. I'll work, I guess, but I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. Other than that, it was just normal, man. Kids, wife, watching you stream.
Yeah. Okay.
We got a Christmas party tomorrow.
Lucas, how's it going? You're not late, man.
What's up, Lucas?
We just started. We're doing the weekly How'd You Do? I know these might be annoying to watch if you're watching successive YouTube videos. They're like, and they're talking about their week again. Just get to the game, fellas. This is how we do. This is basically how Mark, Adam, and I have, Ahmed and I have basically kept into contact with each other for years now. Because we play every weekend.
Yep.
Did I not do a recap of what happened last game? No, I did. Oh, I did. Okay, I did.
Awesome.
The thing behind Reflections, I changed the name
That's cool.
because it was really, really about the end of a chapter for Martenzi's character.
Chapter, not story. Chapter.
Yeah, chapter. Widget
Yes, it
finds some friendly Venaran smiths that lend him some workspace at their forge so he can do some of the work that Damien had contracted him to do. At the Pit of the Stone Bear, the crowds are treated to many fights. Mortenzi battles an owlbear. Sam has a rematch with the Minotaur Gan Bloodhorn. After a fight, Mortenzi makes sacrifices to Zorbinius of downed opponents. He is detained for this unsanctioned bloodshed. Giant Nibbles and Grizak fight Damien and Ugg for high stakes. The two gladiators change owners. The party bumps into Vaelin of the Vastwood, who makes his reappearance here once again. Hey, it's an Adam. Let's get his...
There we go. Yeah, that fight.
Guys,
that fight would have gone differently
change the subject.
had Grizak and Nibbles not been in on the scheme.
Right.
Oh yes, that fight was. We won that fight through subterfuge.
Yeah, pretty much.
We role-played our way through that.
Because, yeah, I can't picture me as a player honestly saying, "Oh yeah, that the grappler just grabbed my spellcaster. I think I'm just going to go after the other guy."
Well, no. Well, here's the other part.
I couldn't.
The spellcaster
shapeshift.
didn't just fly the hell away because he won.
I couldn't. I couldn't
fly.
shapeshift. I can't shapeshift.
You're a You're a wizard, Harry.
Yes, Grizak don't need to catch that because he can turn into a bird and fly fuck away. Caw-caw!
Oh, he's such a fucked up spellcaster.
He also had the cursed ring on him that instantaneously puts full plate on him if
somebody
if the
wants
command...
to. So he can't just fly away.
Right.
So you could have had a fly spell.
Right.
Right? A fly spell would have been a thing you could have done.
And if you out-initiated
Grizak's
the
never
person
run
with the
into
cursed
this.
ring... Anyway, so...
He doesn't have a fly spell, is the point.
Yeah, he did.
He's a sorcerer.
I'm just confused that the sorcerer doesn't have fly. So
It's because he's a druid.
I'm gonna finish the
finish
recap, and you guys can.
you're gonna mute us if we're not careful.
Well,
you're all muted.
Well, this is why
It appears Adams had a long week.
this is exact conversation is why we do a 10 minutes before a stream, all of you guys are doing your player chatter because you're not ready to start yet.
We're not ready to start yet, and it's not coherent.
Yes.
If you're not in on it, it's not coherent.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, Adam, how was your week, man?
My week. I have been working continuously since Sunday afternoon.
Great. So we're gonna make you do all the decision making for the Ludus and all the work of the
Ludus
record-keeping.
murders everyone.
Hey, the Ludus been doing all right, man. Ludus been doing okay.
Part of what I'm saying is I didn't level up any characters. I've already rocked a monster. I did get into the gym before this. I pulled some 515 triple deadlifts. That was pretty fun. So I'm feeling strong.
I don't know what that means.
That's like he lifted something that was 515 pounds.
For sets of 3. So I lifted it 9 total times for 3 sets of 3.
You know what I do when I need to lift something 500 pounds? I get a forklift, Adam.
7 of your closest friends.
None of my friends aren't that small.
All right, so let me finish with the recap. Now we heard about Adam's
sorry
busy
about
week.
that.
The party bumps into Valen of Vastwood. Now, this guy, if you recall, is the one that was one of your scouts that led you to an ambush, but then you pre-ambushed the ambushers, and then told them that if you ever see him again, that you'd kill him. Well, he was still lingering around this area. He didn't go back home to the Duchy of Vaed. He's still in the Duchy of Vaed. He bought you drinks, and then you kind of let him go at the end of the night. So that happened. Arlen and Damien meet with Commander Valens, who adjudicates over a dispute. Arlen treats with Master Piva Chelkios, and the two depart on good terms. Mortenzi makes contact with a fell entity, who asks for one final sacrifice. Mortenzi's life. Mortenzi gladly slits his own wrists and dies at the pit of the Stone Bear, which might be some sort of conduit to something that the DM is calling the thing behind reflections.
I think we should always just call it Urbanius.
Yo, Phineas!
My name is... Then he willed it into existence. If it has any other name, then somebody's like, fine, that one's me. I got that one.
I got that, yeah. Somebody's
Call
getting
that one.
something? I'll take it.
Were you there for the description of Mortenzi's childhood in the mirror? Did you catch that?
No, which
No.
episode I will go and...
Oh, I forget which episode it's in now, but there was a description where Marty went back in time and described an event that happened at Mortenius' childhood and what led him to being like locked up as a crazy man in the realm of the dwarves.
So I was in China.
Yep.
Because I remember getting back from China going like, hey guys, what happened? And Mortenzi's breaking all the mirrors. So I...
Yeah. The Circus of Dread leaves Fallen Stone, bound for the Protectorate of Many Lakes. And I've changed maps, which kind of should make you nervous a little bit, because there's lots of new maps that are hidden from you, and a little bit of DM prep. But let's zoom in, shall we, and show you where you guys have traveled and where you are. So Magnus is still in Vaddapol, and the Circus of Dread and Arlen have traveled north from Vaddapol.
Hold on, world map. There we go.
Through the Duchy
What the fuck,
through the
man?
Duchy of Vaed all the way to Fallenstone. And Fallenstone is where you've been before. You pass by the roads where the Giant's Well came from. Let me zoom out and show you kind of where Arlen is from, just because every time he meets elves, they're like, oh, you're from this continent, Avicii. And he's like, no, I'm from Stygia. I'm going to just tease you a little bit by showing you this tiny, tiny bit way far away where Arlen is. I gotta get my DM mode. Oh, you can kind of see where Sam is from. See down here, the temple
okay.
of the Temple of the Terran Gods.
Yeah, that place is no fun anyway.
The Grand Bastion is where Edward is from, and the Duchy of Beldrade and Bafford are kind of his lands. The Protectorate of Kafrania is where Radimer is from. This is kind of like there's a lot of ruins that suggest people who worshipped a pharaonic culture were once here. His order of necromancers, the order of fossers, were the ones that protected these places until the Imperium came and basically said, okay, you're now looting them for us. You're the only ones that are allowed to loot these temples because you know lots about them, and they have an agreement with the Imperium that way. And you guys traveled along the road of sorrow, or at least these gladiators, to the city of Vaddapol. Not quite making it all the way to the Imperial capital city, way on the west coast. But Arlen is from a place called the Thornlands. And it's way the hell over here.
Fuck, guys.
That's where Arlen's home is.
Where the hell?
The toilet swirl the other direction where I come from.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of prickly characters in the Thornlands.
Ooh, you deserve a beating for that.
Arlen, I bet you miss home. Oh, hell no.
Oh, and Magnus, the peninsula of Corsican, the Corsican Peninsula is here. If we zoom out, they're on the western side the eastern side of the continent of Avacia.
Oh, there we go.
So the Corsican barbarians are from way the heck over here.
East northeast.
Yeah.
Arlen can cast Windwalk now, can't he? Can get there today.
No, these hexes are how big are
these? These are 60-mile hexes. The continent of Avacia, I think, is a couple of times wide as North America for context.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder the Imperium's not done here.
This continent is so large you can hide from teleport just by walking away.
Right, and there's a fugitive on the road from way back when that is quickly trying to get away from Vaddapol.
We can get him now.
Get him now. Oh no! All right. You've traveled from Fallenstone.
Phineas.
Your destination. Let me go over to the map where you can zoom around. Your destination is the Citadel by the Lake, which was previously called Terrazline about 300 years ago before the Imperium came to this continent. It was once the seat of a very powerful coronel of elves who ruled over this nation of lakes. Like, if you zoom out, these are like Great Lake-sized lakes. And there's a series of locks that perhaps the elves had made, or perhaps the Imperium had constructed, that allow boat traffic between these lakes, as not all lakes basically have their water level at the same level. And if you connect them, you end up creating waterfalls, so you actually need some construction to help with that. So there are a series of castles and fortifications and locks and perhaps even just portages between these Great Lakes, and you're going to make your way through this territory towards the Citadel by the Lake. There, you're supposed to meet, just sort of as a recap of why you're heading there, you're going to meet the Custodian, a half-elf that was part of a branch of the Imperial Ministry of the Arcane that overlooks places of great power, and sometimes they let those that represent the old culture of great monuments and great works of art and great magical wonders still maintain those things on behalf of the Imperium. They usually rename them, like they've done. Citadel by the Lake is now, or was once, Terrazline. But the Custodian has borrowed books related to shadow artifacts or the shadow magic, and you have a number of shadow magic items that your employer and owner, for some of you who are slaves, wants to learn more about. Her husband died because of these artifacts that him and his adventuring buddies found a long time ago. Now, they also seem related to these two elves and perhaps what their family was involved in. as there was a great war a long time ago, and their aunt was a figure in that war, and she might still be out there. She's been missing for some time. Go ahead and watch Doomsday Campaign for that whole story arc, that what happened about 300 years ago, and then first season of Dread and Circus, or context of the gladiators, and now these two groups have now met, and they're on their road to Citadel by the Lake. Okay, so there is a bit of a trek between Fallen Stone and Lakeport. It looks like it is 120 miles up the river to the first port town along the great former nation of elves in these Great Lakes of Avacia. You do find out that Lakeport does have a gladiatorial arena. I know that Arlen has concerns about getting enough fights in for the season, so he doesn't actually lose gladiators, as there are pressures from the Imperium that people participate. You can't just say, oh, I'm a gladiator, and never fight and get religious freedoms because of it. Yes, gladiatorial games give those whom they represent and themselves the freedoms to worship gods who are not the five-faced god of the Imperium. So we've got a trek on the edge of this, on the edge of these lands. While the road is mostly safe, you are starting to leave the well-patrolled paths and roads of the Duchy of Vade, and you're on the edge of a different territory called the Protectorate of Many Lakes. And this protectorate may not be as powerful as from a military standpoint as the Duchy of Vade. They may be powerful in some of these small citadels, but you are kind of on the gateway between the hinterlands of Avacia. While the Imperium has conquered a lot of countries, they have not necessarily conquered every square inch of the wilderness in the north of Avacia. They've conquered the major countries and then kind of moved on, and they're currently crushing any resistance that is in the continent of Stygia. But every few decades, every generation or so, there are troubles that brew in the north, and it's the local ruler in this vicinity, the Duke of Vade, of this territory down here, that is basically at war with, you think, barbarians, but now you've begun to suspect that there are strange shadow people as well that are threatening the Empire. All right, so we've got a 120 miles is a 4-day trek at a good clip. So basically, you're going to spend one block of your time traveling. I know that there are a lot of you that need
training.
We're going to say that the masters can easily buy their training, whereas the gladiators need to play by the training rules. Time is the thing that is most crucial in this, however. And let's have a look at the gladiator sheet just to see how this is going to work.
Sorry, guys. Just 2 minutes and I'll be right there.
For the record, I have to tell you, with Nibbles, I had to replace one of his rage powers that I haven't used yet. It was Superstition.
Okay.
Oh, no, it was
Something disruptive, or?
Disruptive, yeah. Superstition's the prereq, and I didn't have it, so I replaced it with Reckless Abandon. No.
Okay.
I didn't. It's not worth 2 to me. So I took a Reckless Abandon, which basically nullifies the natural armor bonus I get from Giant Totem, but gives me an extra +3 to hit. So
that's always nice. Also, the first part of that other train, other like power train sucks. You must always
Yeah.
save against your allied spells. No, I
Yeah,
want haste. I don't want to save against haste. What's wrong with you?
That's why I'm like, it's not worth the 2. Because
There's no power in the world that's worth. I will save against the dispel or the dimension door to safety. Or
I will save against healing. What?
Okay. Were there any Circus of Dread gladiators that leveled up last game?
Do Nibbles and Grizak count as Circus of Dread gladiators?
I think they're masters.
Yeah, I think they're going up at the Masters clip. Even though they're technically gladiators, they are what we're going to call legacy characters. And these characters from a bygone age are cut from a different cloth. And those you should look forward to when Marty starts to describe characters in that way. He's done it before in other campaigns. There's something very special about your Doomsday characters.
Okay.
Mark.
What?
Mark. What? I just saw Godiva. I love Godiva.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
And Lucas is going, oh, mythic.
That part. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Notice that there has been a distinct lack of mythic things on.
I thought that was Ahmed not shutting up, though. I thought that was what caused that. Like, Ahmed just kept going, Mythic me! Now he's going, Cade me! So now we'll get Mythic. To stop asking for it.
Okay, so
did
Ugg, Sam, Roger, Edward, or Widget level?
Widget leveled?
Okay. Arlen did not. Okay, so just Widget. So I think your training facilities over that block of time can handle Widget. What level is Widget?
Widget is getting into 7th.
And Arcane, you've got 4 dice, and you've got training of 4. That's 8. So you need 7 successes over 8. And then, are there any masters that are part of this caravan that did not level? That could spend time with Widget and help him?
Well, Widget could also train as a fighter.
Yeah, that's why I'm adding the Arcane and the training facilities together.
Oh, nice.
What level is Widget going up to? 7? Yeah, so that means any of the 7th level dudes can't train him. Or can they? Wait. Can you train someone up to your equal level? I guess he's
6th when he's training.
Right. So you could be the master who then after the training goes, I've got nothing else to teach you. Right?
I need 6 successes because I'm going...
Okay, so it feels like everyone can kind of pool into... All the gladiators can help Widget out. And we'll say that he, by the end of that block, has trained up.
So
Damien
many
could
purple
help
rolls.
train
So
your
many
arcane.
swirlies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. He's 7th level arcane. Or 8th level arcane now.
You're a board.
No, he's got a train.
Right.
Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
He's got a train.
Okay. And then there's a block of travel that happens during this time. Damien and the others need to pay for their training.
Damien has.
And
If we can offer him some of our services, we will.
no, we just went through when you stepped away that all of your services are going towards training Widget during that block of time.
For
the services were not bad.
hold on a second. Wait. Arlen, what's V?
They're in Vaddapol. They're just doing other things. Okay, so let's quickly look at the,
okay. Sorry.
the training rules. Where did I stick these? Meta game, meta training. Okay, what level does Damien?
Damien's 7th level going to 8th.
Okay, so 700 gold pieces in 10 days, or 1,400 gold pieces in 5 days.
He'll spend the 1,405 because otherwise I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Okay. Nibbles and Grizak.
Went from 8th to 9th.
Yeah.
Given that they were right on the cusp, we'll say that they just had enough money on their persons to do the training.
Grizak, where did you have that?
Right. They were like almost ninth to begin with. So Damien spends some time training. As you're traveling, you manage to. Oh, was there a note here? What's the note? Oh yeah, you were sending a letter. Okay, I've got that.
No.
Those letters are awesome.
No, this one's to warn the.
Okay.
To warn.
Ashoka.
It feels like everyone else was trained. Arlen, you've got one other decision to make. You now have an empty slot in your ludus.
Oh fuck.
Because Mortenzi is.
Oh damn you, Mortenzi! You're still screwing me.
Even in death, you screwed.
So who are you moving up into that slot?
There is nobody.
There is Arlen.
There is me and Widget.
Oh no, you also own Grizak and
Grizak and
Nibbles. Although they were promised freedom, so I think that we would have to role play that encounter to say, yeah, just joking, you're our gladiator, still get in the ring. Like that subject has not been broached. You guys will say you're a couple days on the road, and Edward approaches. Who's the responsible one here? It would probably be the guy who keeps track of these things for you.
Oh, what's his name?
Joram the Hin.
Joram.
Yeah. So let's go to the conversation layer and we'll actually have this conversation because this is crucial and I don't know the answer.
It would be funny to see Arlen get another bit flopped off.
No.
Okay, so I need Arlen, and we'll say that Widget is nearby, and then Mark, who are you controlling tonight? No, I guess Zeta.
Zeta's there.
Zeta's there. She had business with Arlen.
Okay.
They were talking about the route that they were going to take to Terra's Lean. And Arlen basically has finished telling Zeta about how he needs to go along the Imperial routes because he needs his gladiators to fight.
Well, how many more matches must they fight?
Well, according to the Imperium, in every season, which comprises of 10 weeks. It's 10 weeks, right? Not 20 weeks. It's quite comprises of 20 weeks. Each primary gladiator must fight 3 fights. And we've only done 1. Some had fought in Vaddapol, and as you saw, Sam and Ugg were fighting just recently. We do need... Actually, Marty, something's wrong. Who else fought? Oh, right, Damien, and that's why he doesn't appear here. That's why Damien doesn't appear.
Yes, scroll up for Damien.
Yeah. So as you can see, I've got until the end of the season, I've got to get my gladiators to fight another 2 times each. That, and I'm down on gladiator. Mortenzi was one of my primary fighters. I'm gonna have to move somebody else up to fill the spot. Each ludus needs 5 gladiators, minimum.
Well, I'll leave you to solve that little problem. My question is, how long before we get to the Citadel by the Lake?
I'm making haste. The faster we get there, the better.
Well,
We will get Marty. Do I know how much it'll fucking take us to get there? My estimates.
If you guys are doing nothing but traveling, good weather along the roads and the pathways, you could probably do a hex in 2 days. On the water, it's probably a hex in 3.
There are gladiatorial arenas at the Citadel. You can get all your fights in there.
No, that's the plan. I do wish to get there as soon as possible.
There's that waterfall one. Don't mind me.
Sam comes walking by. He was looking around. He was looking around for Callie. you saw Zeta there, but you didn't see Callie. So.
I want to fight on the waterfall. Have you seen Callie?
I believe she was by the cook fire.
I.
See you
Throw
later,
out the
Neil.
door.
So as you see where we stand, need to get there as soon as possible so that we can set up the fights. So I'm making haste. We're all making haste. And let's see how far it is. The Citadel by the Lake, that's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hexes. And we said 2 or 3, so let's
27.
see,
So
27 divided by 10, 3 sections.
You're probably gonna get there by stopping with fights. Probably get there in 6 or 7 weeks. 6 or 7 5-day blocks.
Can we get official fights in between?
You know that you can get fights at Lakeport. You know you can get fights at the Citadel by the Lake. You don't know about Highland Locks or Landbridge or Lake Moat or the Sylvan Reserve.
We pass
or...
by. We pass by. If it's possible to get a fight there, we'll do it. Otherwise, right through.
Okay.
So I got a question. If Nibbles if he's a champion, he's clearly fought already.
Yep.
How many fights has he had? He's had at least 2, I'm guessing. He beat the champion and then he lost.
Yeah, roll a d3. Roll a d3 and add 1. The one you fought.
4.
Yeah, Nibbles already fought 4 times this season.
So if they put Nibbles into the roster, would he have to fight anymore?
Nope. Does Nibbles have any ranks in profession gladiating? Does he know these rules?
No.
Okay,
Just-
give me an int check or a wisdom check for Nibbles. A knowledge local would
How
do.
long have these guys been slaves?
6 months.
They wouldn't know. These guys are dumb as shit. They
Oh, no,
wouldn't
wow.
know.
All right, so yeah, Nibbles doesn't know the rules. He was charmed for most of the time, so he didn't ask any questions. Like he
Okay,
wanted
boss,
to help out his boss, and then Grizak tried to get anything straight about rules and regulations out of Grizak.
You would have put the rules.
Exactly. So yeah, you don't know. Although Joram is there. Let me find his token. Did I copy him over? Give me a roll for Joram. He's been doing this for a while.
Okay. Where is his sheet, first of all? Jorm the Hen.
No, just give me a d20 roll. There is no sheet for Joram.
Okay, good. Because that's a lot of sheets already.
He could be a 20th level expert for all you know.
13.
Sure. If you don't mind me interjecting, it does look like this Nibbles from his ownership papers has fought in 4 fights this year.
Well, Jorm, that would mean if he has joined Ludus, does that mean he needs to start over, or do those fights carry over for the season?
Grizak has also fought in 4 fights this season. Apparently on days where Nibbles fights, Grizak also fights. Makes sense, I suppose.
Interesting. So does that mean we can remove one of the primary gladiators and replace it with Grizak and Nibbles? That would only leave... I would leave Sam, Ugg, and...
Not unless you wish to seed one of your gladiators at the end of the year. They were not marked as Tempi. They are gladiators. They do need to fight 3 fights unless they are on injury reserve. You wouldn't want these gladiators, I'm assuming, to revert ownership to the city for auction.
No, you're correct. In that case, we'll only take 1 gladiator and place them in this roster in our roster. We do not. What's left is myself and Widget. Widget is quite busy with the crafting. I do not mind going into the ring, but...
Joram nods and smiles.
Where is your Lannister? He's in the ring. I mean, Magnus might do it, but we've seen what he's like. So,
He thinks about that for a moment and nods politely. You are acting Lannister. These are decisions that are under your purview.
no.
Of course, we can call up a Tempe.
We have none.
Yourself and Widget. But yes, I think the status of Grizak and this giant Nibbles are safe to be put down into Tempe status, given that they've already met their prerequisites. If you wanted one of them to be a Tempe. They're effectively a gladiator, part of your ludus until the end of the season.
So, correct. So, could you correct me if I'm wrong? For this season, we could move up one of our Tempes to become a gladiator, one of the primary,
Yes.
and then next season we'll replace them.
Yes.
We've
suffered a catastrophic loss of one of our own.
Well, the only thing I want to make sure of is that whoever we're replacing, whoever's becoming a primary gladiator because of necessity, does not need to stay there for the next season.
No, any Tempes that we call up aren't required to have 3 fights. We will have to fill this slot, however, at the beginning of
next season. Right.
Some gladiator schools simply wish to fill that slot.
We'll see what we find on the road, I guess, but it's too late for us to go back to Vaddapol, and we'll just have to.
The point is,
purchase.
Before our next fight, Ludus must fill in the roster.
Yes, no, I'm aware. Widget, if you're not, it basically comes down to you and I. There's nobody else in the caravan.
Grizak and...
Why don't you put one of the lugs in?
All right, since they don't have to fight. Well,
unless you see yourself...
I mean, I do what I'm being paid for, so you want to stick me in. You want to stick me in, you stick me in, but right now I thought I was on crafting and shadow duty.
Which one would we like to stick in there? No, we'll put either we'll put either could even put both Grizak and
Arlen.
Yes.
Widget's eyes are a little bit bloodshot. Like he's been spending a lot of time reading.
You all right, Widget? You look slightly bit tired there. Is everything okay?
Marty, remember the magic book?
Yeah, the book, if you look at the party pages, has a bit of a protection on it you got to get through first.
Let's see if I can get through that protection. You might look a little exploded because you tried to spend time reading.
Got it. Dread and Circus loot. Let's see. Dowager can't. It's under the
party pages.
Where is the book?
Dread and Circus spellbook. Circus of Dread spellbooks.
Or is it on?
No.
Is it on
Dread Loot?
Wilbur's character sheet?
What?
It's probably on Wilbur's character sheet, my gosh.
It's called the Book of Shadow? The Book of Shadows, maybe?
It's the one that gives you access to shadow magic.
Yeah, I don't know where we stuck it. Where we stick it? Where'd you stick it?
What you doing here, Wilbur, that thief?
No.
So where are the shadow items themselves? Where are they located? Are they located on Widget's sheet?
The Strange Compass and the Iron Stone are both on Widget's sheet.
What about the light part of the light spear?
Nope. I mean,
Okay.
we can add them all to his sheet, but those are the two that I like.
Okay. I thought it got added to one of your character sheets. Let me just check my DM notes
I can't see the
where-
spear.
to where
or
the-
Is it on your sheet, Ahmed?
Mine? No, I didn't take it. Arlen left the spear with Widget because the Count had left the spear with the dark piece. He was thinking to maybe shield it, like hide it, or I don't know.
Okay. The Codex of Shadows. I have it. I don't have it
why he left
copied
it.
over. Believed to be penned by Dracia Umbravilda herself, the Codex of Shadows contains the secrets of using Shadow Weave to cast spells. It has an arcane lock on it with an amazing lock on top of that. It's a DC 50 disabled device.
Well,
And it has an elaborate non-standard lock. Like there's some other item that probably is used to open it. Suspiciously, perhaps similar to the
so
DeLorean.
yeah.
So I'm going to put in brackets Shadow Weave Magic feat as my 7th level feat,
You can reserve the feat if you'd like.
and then he was tinkering with the book.
All right. What can you push your? I'll put it on your character sheet so that it's somebody's like carrying it.
Yep. In the slotless chunk, that would be the right spot.
Sure. Burp. And you're not certain about the first two words of that thing. And I could paste this for the stream. If you have a way of getting rid of the arcane lock, then it becomes a DC 40, and then you might be able to open it up. Like that's.
Let's just check what knock does, because I think it might just be a case of get the spell knock.
And it was called the Codex of Shadows. My bad.
A caster level check against the DC of the lock with a plus 10 bonus. So when I get the knock spell.
Do you have a 20 before the spell?
No, so my caster level is 7, right? 7th level. That makes it a 17. And then with the bonus and plus 20 is 37. So knock won't work.
What's your dex?
I mean, I'm not respecing my character to do this, as in like I'm not.
Is you have a 0, like you have a 0 dex? You're not getting any bonuses or anything.
Well, no. It's a caster level check. When you use knock to unlock stuff,
Oh,
it's a
knock is
caster
caster
check.
level. Yeah. Okay. Crap.
Okay.
Never mind.
Versus
Sorry.
the DC of the lock?
Right.
Oh.
Caster level with a plus 10 bonus against the DC of the lock.
I get a rogue.
Bunny's saying, can I use my hero point to open the book? You can give a hero point to give a plus 8 bonus to the roll.
So that would be 25.
Well, that would give me a plus 25 against DC 40.
50.
No, 40.
DC of the lock. Not,
Oh, you've lowered it.
Well, so I don't know the knock. So there's two things here. First, I have to learn the knock spell. Right? This is just, can I do it? Right?
Is it possible? Yeah, we're trying to figure out.
Is it possible? So with the hero point, it's maybe possible. What would be, quote unquote, faster or more effective might be a
Rogue.
expensive wand of knock. It's probably the most conniving way to do it. That also gives you like a
You have this wand and you just keep on jamming into the lock. Come on, work.
right. Well, yeah, you stab it. The
You brute-
caster level
you brute
20
force.
wand of knock. That should 50-50 open it, or the
Okay,
requisite,
so
like a caster 10.
Widget's been spending time trying to get this thing open, and he looks
Yeah.
really frustrated. So he's
Yeah.
he's bloodshot eyes, not
Yeah.
not quite like wisdom damage, but he's just been. It looks like he's a little frazzled.
Although to be fair, he does have charisma drain healer.
Yeah, I know. I realized.
Don't worry, the people marked with charisma drain just end up dying, and the problem's solved.
Whoa, he's so ugly.
Because didn't Mortenzi. Anyways, back at hand.
We have an opening.
Zeta, you're listening to them talk about bringing Grizak and Giant Nibbles up into the ranks of this gladiatorial ludus, and you haven't had a conversation yet with Giant Nibbles. And Grizak, did you give him the key so he could take off the choker?
Yeah, he flew around last
Oh yeah,
game.
and he flew around in a bird. So, like, you don't think anyone controls Grizak, and that this master was the closest thing that Grizak had to perhaps control rules. Yep. Yes. Yes. Either or both Grizak and this Giant Nibbles can fill that last slot. If you bring up another gladiator and still have him there by the end of the season, you're effectively declaring that you have another slot open for your gladiatorial ludus, and we'll have to go through certain paperwork, says Joram. You're muted, Mark. We need power range.
If you can bring them up with him. Hate you. if you can bring them up without forcing them to fight, that would be fine.
Sorry, I was making do while you talked. Sorry, anyways.
But if you would pay attention to the conversations at hand.
I apologize. Making techno music.
If you can bring them up without forcing them to fight, that would be ideal. Solves your problem and they stay safe.
Well, here's the thing. They were like adventurers, right?
So goes the stories, yes.
So they live the life of kill things, take their stuff, murder for hire, that sort of thing.
It's not murder for hire. It's more
Come
like...
now, it's murder for... You could dress up however you like. You're murdering something, you're taking its stuff. Oh, I slayed the dragon and I took its horn. Yeah, you murdered the dragon, you took its stuff.
He's quite convincing. Just listen to him.
Joram looks a little cross. Like, does he really need to be in the middle of this conversation?
Thank you, Joram.
Just make sure that you make a decision to fill that slot before you arrange your first fight.
Just pay him off. Pay him. Alan, you could solve many problems by paying them away.
Possibly. Money's not easy to come by, Widget.
Also, does anybody happen to have a knock? Do any of our casters have a knock spell?
Knock?
Yeah, I'd like to copy that one down.
Your former master Radimer may have a knock spell, says Joram.
Indeed.
I can understand why you wouldn't have slaves with the knock spell. That actually kind of...
Joram, there's a slight smirk at that as Joram is going through the tablets with all the numbers and contracts on that. I've got a knock spell, says Frozen. Throws a door at the rock. Or rock at the door, sorry.
I just imagine him tearing the door off the hinges and throwing it at a rock.
And throwing it at fucking Dwayne Johnson. Fucking. Oh wow. Okay. There is another conversation going on simultaneously. Nibbles, you've been given, like, you're riding in a big hay cart.
Okay.
It's comfy. You don't care. Your skin is thick, I think, right? You've got a natural armor bonus or something.
Only from an item, but
yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're just hanging out in this hay cart. It's comfy. Your axe is lying in the hay. Roger kind of stops. The fuck do you get an axe like that?
Oh, frost giant. Big one.
Frost giant, eh? Like up north?
Yes. Friends and Nibbles go and fight the clan of frost giants.
You mean there's still giants left? I thought the Imperium killed them all.
Maybe this was long ago. Many bodies ago.
I would have never guessed you would have wielded that thing. It's got a name, right?
Oh, yes, very big. Smash things as often as cut them.
You know what this thing's called? Gnome Slayer. He shows you his crossbow. I fucking hate it.
Nibbles can break for you.
Nah, it's all right. I'm calling this one Firebug. Got rid of contingency. They gave me the wrong one. See this little thing that floats around? It's really annoying. I thought it was a bug at first. Arlen taught me how to fire it. It's great.
Magic, very helpful. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So are you one of us now, or what?
Yes, guess so. This is what real men say. He gets his own card. He must be very important.
Yeah, I think so. He's still a slave, though. Fucking Arlen.
Oh,
I heard that, you prick.
well, he is. He must have tried to run away.
Nah, I fought dragons. That was a fucked up day. Yeah, these desert dragons came out of the sands and just blasted his legs right off. Like, right off.
Dragons, very dangerous.
I close my eyes and think really hard. I can still hear him screaming.
You should not do that then. Bad dreams.
Yep. Yeah, you can see that. He's just looking around, chewing on some of the hay now.
Oh, this nice card. Like bed on wheels.
Well, what's with the other guy?
Blizzak always been crazy. Used to heal wounds with his poop.
Fucking disgusting. Is he some sort of gnome? A Spriggan or something?
No, dirty dwarf. Dirtiest dwarf ever.
Fucking dwarf, eh? He gives me the creeps. I don't know, there's something about him.
His mad cackle, or maybe when he will call you, you are human, so he might call you dwarf. Gets names mixed up all the time.
Yeah,
Don't know why.
I'll rename it Gnome Slayer. I'll rename it Dirty Dwarf Slayer or something. You'd better watch out.
You be careful from Kryxes. He crazy.
Yeah, well,
But he very dangerous.
he's never met Roger before. Not afraid of some
magic.
dirty dwarf. Fuck him.
Roger. Dwarf will kill you.
Fuck. He just sort of looks at you. That's stupid. He walks away.
Don't fuck dwarf fuck you.
Arlen,
In forest,
Arlen,
dwarf finds you.
what are you doing?
Well, we could bring up one of the gladiators for this season and see what we'll do for next season. Remove them off the list, and we'll have to purchase another gladiator. I do not want to force Widget, and I'm the Lannister. Arlen he doesn't mind.
Mhm.
I want to fight. But there has to be a level of prestige. I cannot be in the ring.
Effectively, it comes down to which one are you filling the slot, says Joram.
I would say Nibbles. Grizak's quite unpredictable. Who's to say he just doesn't attack the crowd? Nibbles seems to be quite... Zita, do you agree? It would only be for the season, and he does not have to fight. Just be on the list.
If these are the people I think they are, the Grizak is unpredictable at best. I would not trust him in an arena. This Nibbles seems to enjoy fighting. He's very capable, at least. At least according to his record. The fight wasn't that impressive, to be sure, but...
Seems to be quite good at what he does, though.
Well, we don't know who his opponents were. Regardless, you don't have to put him in the ring. He's
True.
finished for the
You
season.
like a wizard's opinion?
Please.
One of them was controlled with a charm spell. The other one had 2 different types of curses that were meant to prevent him from fleeing or stop him from casting. You can trust the one you can make friends with. You ain't gonna trust the one that you took all the protections that you'd stop him from, going all druid on you.
And yet he hasn't run away yet.
This is true, but see, there was the two curses. One of them prevents him from turning into a thing and flying away. The other one stops him from blasting you.
This is
No, the 2 curses. One of them, the ring. The ring was the one that moved armor to the wearer of the ring. The other one was the collar. The collar stopped the druid from having his abilities to change and to teleport or do any of those shifting movement spells.
Mm-hmm.
While you're discussing the finer points of which one you should trust and how far you should throw them, there is a distinct sound of surprise and a cry that is rising from the caravan. Like there's some screaming and you hear high-pitched squawking. Kind of weird.
Is it me?
Weird gobbling.
Am I doing that?
The gobbling is also accompanied by hissing.
Thanksgiving special.
Hissing and
Christmas.
horses going crazy. There are commotions that are at various places in the caravan. The caravan's very big and there's lots of people. But the group of you, Arlen, Zeta, and Widget, see something fly by, kind of half fly, half scamper by the entrance to the wagon that you're standing in and having the conversation. I'm guessing you're in Arlen's wagon where he's got the ramp that goes down, and it was about the size of a horse. It kind of looked like a cross between a griffin, a turkey, and a vulture. And it was like screeching as it went by, and your camp you soon find is overrun by twisted griffs.
No, not twisted riffs.
I don't even know what that is.
Are we in a?
I'm just happy we're not overrun by Vrox. That's.
We're camping. We're camped right now.
Yeah, you're camped right now. It's in the evening, and your camp. Basically, these things flew into your camp and are now attacking people and attacking livestock, and there seems to be many of them distracting people at every end of the camp. But you've got one that's right outside your building, or right outside Arlen's wagon. You guys are inside Arlen's wagon, and this thing just basically moved by. And there's a nice token there. I want to pitch shift down the turkey gobble. Right, exactly. Are we having a mass initiative fight? Well, actually, I'm going to have the fights in little clusters of random heroes thrown together as there are 1d3 twisted griffs outside of Arlen's vicinity. Oh.
Yeah, it's easier to do it in little groups.
Goofy.
Yeah, with the little groups.
What the fuck is that?
It's harassing the horses that pull your wagon, though, Arlen, and we're going to do initiative for Arlen, Widget, and Zeta.
So, Gary Gygax spent a lot of time high, right?
As fuck!
It's got a skeleton hand on its tail, or there's a monster behind it that's cropped.
Yeah, it was showing its skeletal body in the.
Oh, okay.
The
anatomy of the chicken.
It was whatever this thing is.
Okay, so they have not leveled then.
Yeah. So you get your hit dice in your BAB, you just don't get any of your powers.
Right.
So
Did
this
Widget
applies
level or
to.
no?
No, this is on the road. So
Okay.
So what about Grizzak and Nibbles?
don't worry about them. We'll get to them in a second. But no, the answer is no.
No. Okay.
So I need to look up Griffin. I need to look up Dire.
What a drama queen.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. Dex. Initiative. Oh, Arlen's got a great dex.
Horses winning, all sorts of.
Okay, clearing the initiative.
A gravy cannon.
That's funny. All right, so this weird twisted griff is coming to eat. He's going to eat your horses, and he'll thank you later. Give me initiative.
Yeah, Arlen already rolled.
I rolled 3 for widget, which gives a total of 5. Sorry,
I rolled
plus 8. 8. Sorry, initiative.
I rolled a 5 for Zeta.
And what's the total? I'm just doing this on a OneNote.
Oh,
Or a notepad.
The gravy cannon. That's funny.
it is a total of 8.
So the griffs
Damn
are
you,
like-
Lucas! Damn you, Lucas!
So 8.3, is that what I'm hearing?
8.3, yeah.
Widget?
8.3. Or sorry, 8.5.
Okay, Arlen?
12. I already put it in. Which sheet are you using, Marty?
I'm just using a notepad on my end.
Oh, 1204.
Okay, the twisted griff gets to go first. It's attacking one of your horses. You can hear the horse winning.
It's super effective to do that. What a dick move. Don't worry, Lucas. We'll get you a villain point.
No!
Okay, so
I'm not gonna laugh at you.
So the twisted griff goes first. It's outside. You can hear it just around the side of your wagon. Arlen, what are you doing next? What are you doing?
Arlen's going to. Oh no, screw that. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image
Okay.
and wheel myself outside.
Okay, so you go down the ramp. The twisted griff looks back at you, kind of gobbles a little bit, and looks excited as a fast-moving Arlen goes outside of his wagon.
This way, Dina. This way.
Widget.
So, the exit. Where's the door?
Yeah, the door is just out back here. You can draw those.
It's
Okay.
behind Zeta.
No. We're just gonna go out the hell. Just gonna wander over and whack the big thing.
Okay, taking
Hey, you big chicken!
out your your big winding device.
Chainsaws.
Just describe your weapon. It's ridiculous.
It's a large staff with a counterweighted wheel of blades on the end. It's called the whirligig. It's a horrible sort of fantasy chainsaw with pulleys and.
It's a circular saw on a stick.
Yes, it's awesome.
Okay, yeah, the thing had turned around when it saw Arlen, and it came around the corner, and then you slid down the ramp with your whirligig in your hand, and
Lucas, it's exactly the Bloodborne weapon. Yes, it is exactly the weapon for Bloodborne.
run, it's Lord Gurgleburger.
So I have these many images.
Demonic gobble.
AC 22.
Ah, yeah, you strike it right in
Five.
its awful face.
And
You can see little. It's got like rows of like teeth. Like it's kind of like a prehistoric bird. It's almost like a lizard, and you can see all sorts of like rotten meat stuck in its teeth, and there's a horrible stench coming off from it.
Does it have DR?
No, it doesn't have DR. It just you think the thing might be very dirty.
24 damage.
24 damage to its face. Does not bloody it, but it's now clawing at the ground like it wants to run at you. Zeta, you're next in line.
She's going to cast Fly and step out and fly up.
Okay. Give me a perception check, Zeta, as you kind of fly up above the height of the wagons.
Right. Perception. Just 15. $29.
Okay. In the dying light of the day, this is right at dusk when they attacked. You can see in the shadowy sky against the cloud cover a couple of them flying around nearby.
Oh, shit, they fly.
And yeah, they've got wings, and you can see two others are now attracted to the thing that is now flying. So I'm going to put them maybe about 80 feet away.
Okay.
And they let out horrible shrieks and gobbles.
Alan, I got my work clothes on here. This is gonna be.
You want a wing or a leg? Oh, I hope these things are weak.
Okay, so you cast fly. You flew up. Are you going all the way up, or are you kind of drifting back down towards the wagon?
She's gonna drift back down,
Okay.
kind of like, okay, it's
All right, the
not
Twisted
good.
Griff charges widget. I think you get an AOO.
I will take my AOO.
Because it's like pouncing right at you. Claws extended.
AC 18
AC 18 hits it exactly.
that's with the charge.
Oh, AC 16 with the charge.
All right. 27 damage.
Okay, it is now bloodied.
Well, it's not going to be the only one in the second here with my
51.
AC 14 or some nonsense.
All right. It gets 3 attacks with its beak and its 2 foreclaws that are like sharpened talons. 8 plus 2 for the charge. AC 24, AC 16, and a nat 1. Fuck!
The nat 1's a miss. AC 16's a hit.
Okay. So 2d.
Actually, give me 1 second. I just want to check my gear. Yeah, my gear has not improved. Okay. Yep.
Okay, you take 13 damage from a bite and a talon, and you need to give me a fortitude save.
1 or 2?
1.
Okay. 27.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so you're not affected by the rotting stench in its mouth. You don't contract a disease, and then it
Don't worry, we have Arlen here. He'll just let me keep the disease. Get carried around.
pounced. I think it needs to hit with its 2 talons in order to get the rake.
I think it gets the rakes as part of the pounce, and then on subsequent rounds it needs to grapple.
Did you confirm
Oh.
the critical miss?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, fail!
AC 20,
Yeah, it's...
and then the 2 hind claws.
Yep.
AC. What the fuck?
Ha!
Hey, Modron uses a villain point.
So
Gobble, gobble,
it basically tried to use its wings to go towards you, and what it did was its wing hit the side of the wagon, and then it kind of turned into the ramp, so it like face planted into the ramp. Let's see if these are critical misses or not.
Exactly.
AC
one is-
20
that-
and 1 is a critical miss. Okay, I'll put.
The math on number of ones there, I'm glad.
Yeah,
That's basically,
hilarious.
we're going to nickname that one Altiga.
Yeah. Altagar.
Altagar rolled so many ones that I actually took the mythic power. You can still hit on a 1.
Yeah. That's a great power, by the way.
All right, so 48 on the critical miss chart. Add a little spice and laugh. Damaging fumble, 1 charisma damage. Okay. So that's
Okay.
even uglier. Make a horrible gobbling sound, and as it tries to attack you, Widget, it looked like it missed you with its hind claws, and it's just scrambling along the ramp. And then the other 2, 80 feet away, they fly at 80 feet.
Oh! Hey, Arlen, you getting one? Hey, Arlen, it's coming right for you!
It's gonna flying pounce at Arlen, and this one's gonna flying pounce at Widget.
Zeta's, I think, been in back in
I
the
will take
freaking.
the AOO.
Yeah, do you have combat reflexes?
I think I do. If I don't, I'm fired. I do. I am
Okay,
not
so you bring your
fired.
whirligig around. Ah, there's another one!
Ah, everywhere. Lots.
Yeah, you strike it, you push your whirligig that's not spinning
Yep.
into it.
Oh, give it 4 damage. Give it 4 health back.
Okay.
That's my bad. 22 damage.
Does not bloody it, but it's close. Okay, and then it gets its 5 attacks on Widget. Charging. 21, 14, 15, another 1, and 20.
The 15 hits.
Okay, so that's Bite, Claw, and a Rake. So 2d6 plus 6, plus a d4 plus 3 for the back claw. So that's 22 damage total and a fort save.
Widget is now bloodied. Barely. And the fort save is 31.
Okay, your hardy little constitution keeps the disease and infections or future disease infection at bay. All right, and then the other one comes running in towards
The
Marlon.
question, Marty, what time this is? Because I wonder if my
End of day, your mage armor should be out.
okay. Nope.
Yeah,
Never mind.
this would be in summer, so this is like 9 o'clock at night.
Don't even have it. It's okay.
No, well then.
Then it's not important.
All right, so it is attacking Arlen while he's sitting down in his wheeled chair. It just comes swooping in. It's like it's trying to pick you up and carry you with it, but you're a little more hardy than that.
Not really.
AC 19, 29, 18, 24, and 16.
Wow, looks like you all hit.
What's your con again?
0. This is bad for Arlen.
Okay.
I do have
Should be
mirror
something
image.
like 40 damage.
Oh, right. You have mirror
Killed by the
image.
Thanksgiving
Okay.
special.
So how many images do you have?
He's a
5
blue
images.
plate dinner.
5 images.
Yeah.
So hits an image.
Okay.
Hits an image. Hits an image. Hits an image. Hits an image.
Want to guess what spell you should put up again?
It kind of like passed by you. It's trying to claw at you. It's just taking down all your mirror images, and then it's just Arlen sitting very frightened in a chair as the thing
All right.
landed.
Arlen.
And they all seem to like do the gobble after one of them does the gobble, and you can hear lots of gobbling in the camp. You're like, there's got to be at least a dozen of them attacking the camp at different spots at this point.
I'm pretty sure at this point you hear, "Hey, that's a chicken!"
Right.
Marty, can you show me? Would you show me where the horses are?
Yeah, they're around there's a couple of them. They're not all the horses. There's a couple of them that pull your wagon that are just around the corner here.
Okay.
Okay.
So
it
you
sounds like they're bucking and they're trying to get loose.
you got rid of all my images.
Yes.
Ooh, let's get rid of those images.
Arlen, your turn.
0. Arlen's going to wheel his ass back into the cart.
Okay, that'll provoke.
Actually,
an AOO.
hold on. Yeah, that's okay. AOO me.
Okay.
I don't know if you can grapple me or not.
AC 17. Is it
That
trying to
bites
take a
your
bite
ass.
out of you?
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay, it's tugging on your arm. Thanks, Lucas, or what was it? Lucas? or
Yes,
Zig?
Lucas.
Yeah. It pulls at the flesh in your arm. You're like, ah! As they're wheeling along. 8 damage and a fort save.
Okay. Damage 8. Fort save.
Roger's like, hey, I think I hear Ellen screaming again.
Yeah, you guys.
Your fort save?
A 15.
Okay, do you want to put disease at the top of your character sheet?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thanks.
Disease.
You can call it
Turn into a
Thanksgiving.
turkey.
Disease of turkey.
All right, so Arlen has wheeled his way up back into his wagon.
Now I'm gonna
and then-
fireball these fucking chickens.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
There's a window. Are there any windows here, Marty? Here? I assume there are. Because if I want to wheel my way back, like another, wheel my way into here, that's 20 feet. I can move 20 feet.
Give me a D3, Arlen. 1, it's totally safe to fireball. 2, there may be some minor consequences. 3, there are like people or another wagon or
Fucking.
there's not enough space to fireball. You're gonna be hitting like non-coms. Or,
Okay.
like you see some people
That's why
hiding underneath a wagon across your way and that sort of thing.
That's why I asked about the horses. The horses.
There are people
you
around.
You know what?
thing.
You know what? If you fireballed above their heads though,
Yeah, that.
and just had the fireball kind of touching down in a smaller radius,
Because they're large.
because they're clustered, you should be able to do it. Okay. So Arlen thinks for a moment. You will be hitting... No, there you go. So you could have the fireball kind of up in the air a little bit. You can still see it.
They're also 10 feet tall in widgets.
Yeah, they're 10 feet tall. So
Yep. I don't mind hitting widgets.
all right, so roll your fireball damage, and I will roll some reflex saves for these bastards.
Okay, so let's see. 76.
We'll go clockwise.
Okay, the DC for this is
23, 21, and 25.
fuck and you.
They all see
God
the fireball
damn.
above them. They
They don't like fire.
they curl their wings back and duck.
10 damage.
They take 10 damage each. That one that was getting beat up first is really bad off. The one that came in and got the AOO is now bloodied, and the twisted griff that landed to attack you, it looks like it's going to come up the ramp after you. Like it saw fire come out of your hands. It sensed that you were weak and kind of like a dinner on a cart for it. And it looks like it's going to come.
Isn't this a doorway like 5 feet? It wouldn't fit in there unless it.
You've got a nice ramp for your wheelchair to go down. It's a slightly opened 5 foot kind of space.
I should. Okay, yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, all right, okay, good.
Widget.
A wheelchair accessible cart. Well,
Just need a second.
Get my ass back in.
I will. Oh, wait, I moved. Oh, balls. Get your ass back in here.
Jorm's like trying to make himself small. Hey Fox, how's it going?
Hey, Fox, stop.
We're going.
We're being attacked by turkeys.
We're being attacked. Yeah.
God damn it, Chewbacca.
Yeah, we are being attacked by turkeys. Okay, we're
Dire turkeys.
dire turkeys. They look like they seem to have like 5 foot reach.
Yeah, they have close reach.
Okay, we're going to 5 foot step back underneath Zeta, or because she was flying up, or did she fly all the way to the ground?
She flew up
no,
and came back down.
Yeah.
Go defensive.
Is there space underneath her?
Sure.
Okay, and we're going to cast a wall of nausea.
The fuck is a wall of nausea?
You get nausea.
It's very handy. to
Nausea,
be behind.
indigestion, diarrhea.
Wall of nausea. You create a transparent, shimmering wall through which creatures and objects appear wildly distorted to viewers. Any creature that passes through the wall immediately is overwhelmed by vertigo, becoming nauseated for 1 round unless it succeeds a fortitude save.
Okay.
If nauseated, the creatures must also succeed a DC 12 acrobatics check or fall prone. Creatures gain partial concealment on the other side of the wall. The wall must be vertical and rectangular. It need not touch the ground. The wall must be continuous and unbroken when formed. The surface is broken by any object or creature when cast. The spell fails. So we'll just see what this does. I've never used it before.
Okay, so you're kind of just doing like a wall like this, or
Yeah.
how high up?
It could be very, very big, but we're just going to go 10 feet tall.
Okay. So 10 feet tall, and how long is it?
As long as you've shown there.
Sure.
I'm not going for the full size.
Okay. This strange wall. This is a 3rd level spell? What level?
didn't get that.
What
Third.
level spell?
It's a 3rd circle spell.
Okay, so Zeta and Arlen get a spellcraft check DC 21 to understand what the Wall of Nausea does.
I was saving this one for those night fuckers, but never got a chance to use it against them. It's funny to watch them yak in their helmets.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Zeta gets it.
Okay. Feel free to look up Wall of Nausea. Then
I know what it does.
Okay. I'll put the link in the chat.
There's not that many fun illusion spells. That's the
20% chance on both directions. Okay, they can still see movement though, and the birds don't know what's going on because.
Yep.
All right. All right, which brings us to Zeta. No,
Yeah, she's gotta be
yeah,
Zeta.
Widget to Zeta. Okay.
She is also going to cast
Oh,
Fireball.
I have a move action left. I'm going to spin it before the gate.
Okay. You're doing it the non-magical way. You're doing it the chain way.
Yeah, I'll do it the chain way.
Okay.
I mean, I could just will it. I'll use the move action to hey, look at this! Flick it.
Okay. All right. So you activate the magical quality of the whirligig, and another fireball rips off above their heads. Boom. Zeta apparently can cast fireball. Arlen.
Yeah.
23, a nat 1, and a 9.
There you go.
The 23 makes it.
Okay, but this one has 3 hit points left.
Okay, well then it would be dead.
Okay, so 27 brings us to 13. So 27, yeah, this thing basically falls down in a fiery heap. The next one failed for 27 damage. It has 1 hit point left. Just making a horrible screeching noise, and the last one failed for 27 damage, 37. Okay, they're still standing.
Oh wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. She is going to quicken Acid Splash on Twisted Griff 3.
Okay, you will be firing through the nauseated wall, which means that there's a 20% mischance.
Look what you've done.
Okay,
I'm kidding.
so there's a quicken acid splash. You prepare a 4th level slot to get a quicken acid splash.
It's a source. She's a sorcerer. She doesn't prepare anything.
Quicken anything that she has.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She can. But she's going to expend a 4th circle spell
Yeah,
to cast
yeah.
Acid Splash.
Okay.
To put down.
You see this thing kind of wobbling, and it's sizzling, and it's part of its face is burnt off.
It's just kind of like fall, and then she runs away. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. Its touch AC is 11.
Plus 9. I got her.
Maybe percentile.
100.
Oh yeah,
As there's a weird shimmering through the stinky wall.
got him.
Yeah, you managed to force the acid, which blipped through the wall for a moment.
Start bleeding to death.
It hits it in the side of the body. Lets out this big squawk, and then does one last gobble before it falls over.
And then she goes, "Good luck."
I think she's better at that than you are. Maybe I should try my fireball.
Excellent display.
Twisted Griff comes plunging its head through the wall. It doesn't seem to mind the stink, but it's going to make a fort save. A fort save or will save?
I believe it is a fortitude save, which is
Fort save, yep.
which is weird, but
Stinky bird. Gets a nat 20, it's fort save.
boo to you. All right, I'll take my AOO.
No, because there's concealment.
Concealment.
Does concealment stuff? I thought it was cover. Give me a second. Otherwise, I dork
Concealment
myself
and
with the wall.
AOs?
This is the yeah. 1 second.
I forget. It's like how many years have we been playing this game?
I know. Okay. Tax of opportunity. Attack of opportunity. I believe it's just mischance against foes with concealment.
Okay.
It would be it's cover that prevents them.
Okay.
Maybe total concealment. I don't know.
Yeah, and total concealment because he can't see it.
So yeah, it comes plunging towards you. You've got a reach weapon, so you stick it towards it.
AC 17.
Miss by 1.
Did it charge or no?
Oh yeah, it was far enough to charge. So yes. So you hit by 1.
All right. It is now spinning.
However, where you're attacking it is actually through the wall, so the concealment does apply. Like it's there's a concealment chance there. Yep. Yeah. So 25 damage with it hits. 25 damage is 542, 62. So it goes charging at you, and you're like, yeah, and you manage to push the butt end of your whirligig into the ground, and it's kind of like riding up on your whirligig, and it's now going. As it's cutting into the turkey bird, as it's coming through this horrible wall, and it kind of like it expires in your face as you've got the
Alan, it's conserving momentum. I'm creating momentum.
There's chunks of horrible flesh flying everywhere as this thing dies at the end of your whirligig. All right. Meanwhile, on another area of the camp, who else is there? Well, they were attracted by the cook fires, and we said that Callie was going to the cook fires, and Sam was headed to the cook fires.
Welcome to my pain.
And then who from the other group is nearby? We need an Ahmed.
Yeah, and yes, it is total concealment stops AOs. Partial concealment does not.
Grizak, you were sleeping by the campfire after eating a bunch of beans, but a ludicrous amount of beans. You ate because you've been on slave rations. You ate
2 pounds.
No, well, let's because they're like mushy beans and kind of beans in a sauce. You ate a liter of beans.
Oh, you foul creature!
Oh, it's stewing. It's stewing.
That's why. So you were kind of off by yourself, kind of lying in a bunch of like sacks that once held potatoes in it, and you were just sort of like lying down, catching an after meal nap, kind of like this pernicious cloud around you of your own gases. People were kind of like off the side laughing. But when you kind of opened your eyes, like you heard something, there's this creature like right in your face, attracted by your stench. And give me a D4 for Sam, Callie, and Grizak to see how many of these things have attacked the center of the camp, which is where all the cook fires are. 3. Oh.
Okay.
Backbreaker.
All right, so Grizak, you got 1 in your face. It didn't charge; it kind of like snuck up on you, and it kind of was attracted to your stench. Whereas Sam was like, "Hey," he sees Callie, and then there's this thing that whoosh, swings by and picked up like a cage with like some chickens in it, and flew off with it.
Arlen, did you recharge his bull strength?
I do that daily, yeah. If you can carry it daily. Yeah. Does it last until it's spent?
It lasts until it's spent.
Then yeah, it's charged. He fills you up whatever you want.
The one beside Grizak is on the ground. The other 2 are flying around. Sam, you're like, oh, it looks like they're about to attack Callie, who had this like tray full of food. You could tell that she was preparing like a meal to go bring Sam.
Food.
Hey, it's a chicken.
I need an initiative for Sam and Callie and Grizak.
Okay.
Captain
Twister
Grizak.
Grizak, 19.
Perfect. 13 for Captain Grizak.
16 for Sam.
Is Grizak's got a plus 0?
Oh, 13. Let me check. No, Grizak has a high
Oh.
dex. Grizak's DX. His initiative is plus 4.
Okay,
So 17.
17.4. What about a Cali?
She's got a 6 total.
6 point what?
4.
Sam?
Sam has a 16.3.
Alright, there's the initiative. Alright, Twisted Griffs. One just squawks in Grizak's face as he's
Fuck.
as he was having a sit.
Actually, no, Grizak's in his image.
Hey, pretty.
It tries to it tries to kiss your face. And it's like grab the side of your face and trying to wrench your cheek off of your skull.
Let's see. Grizak's probably got 10, 12 right now? 12 I see?
4 damage and a fort save.
Is Grizak immune to disease?
Poison. No, hold on. Ooh, maybe. Is venom immunity. Venom immunity. It's
Yeah,
the
it's not
it's the
disease.
clerics that have disease.
No, it's paladins and
Monks.
monks.
And then so you got bit
Oh, yeah.
for 4 damage and then AC 15, AC 11 as it's clawing at you. This is while you're
AC, so prone, so I've got none of that. My dex, but I'm prone, so 0.
You're
Got a
5-footed
ring.
and prone.
So 13.
prone. Okay,
13
so
is an
one
impressive AC for flat-footed prone.
one of the claws comes up, AC another 9 damage, so you've taken 13 damage total.
13 damage, okay.
As this thing was trying to get at the smell of the beans and just trying to rip it off, like it, you've got a nice aroma to it. And then Callie is like, ah! She sees.
So
this
am I
thing
am I
coming in.
flanked by 2 of them here?
No, this one's up in the air. So this one kind of turns around and is going to land next to Sam, and then this one lands next to Callie. This one's actually going to charge Callie.
Hey! Chicken!
Oh, good times.
The charging pounce. AC 17, 29, 18, 16, and 14.
Flat-footed. She has an AC of 18.
So...
2 hits for the 2 claws.
2 hits, yeah.
2d6 plus 6 damage and no fort saves. 16 damage though. The thing kind of looked off to the side when you called out to it, but it then barreled into her and is clawing at her. She drops the tray full of the meal that she was bringing over for Sam. You're yelling, however, cause 1. It was just flying in. It sort of like flew in and it landed right in Sam's face. Let's see if it could make a fly check to kind of do a wing over. It did not do a wing over. It had to reorient itself, and it double moved and got into Sam's face. It's threatening you, but it didn't get an attack off. Those are the Twisted Griffs. Grizak, what are you doing?
How many are there?
3 that you can see. You can hear the gobbles throughout the camp. A couple of fireballs are going off to the north of you.
Okay, 30 feet.
4th of July over there.
Okay, so as a standard action, I'm gonna do my Lightning Lord ability and hit each of them with a Call Lightning. What's the weather like, Marty?
I described cloud cover. What's your Lightning Lord ability? Sorry.
You can call down a number of bolts of lightnings per day equal to your cleric level. You can call down as many bolts as you want with a single standard action. No creature can be target of more than one bolt, and no two can be more than 30 feet apart. This ability functions like Call Lightning.
Awesome.
They are in Lightning Lord formation.
Ah, look at this.
Bam!
Ah! This is like this node of electricity that opens up above and rains down a bunch of
Is it a
sparking
spell-like
arcs.
or supernatural?
It is a
Okay, you might want to do it defensively, or you get pecked.
Yeah, let's do this defensively. This is Call Lightning is third. So 1d.
Yeah, I guess it functions
20,
as Call
17.
Lightning. So the DC would be 21.
Well, look at that. I fail.
You try to cast
It's
a spell.
15
shits
plus
his
double
pants.
spell level, right? Yeah, so 21. So you
Yeah.
tried to cast it, and it basically you had to
screws
scramble
up.
away from it. The node of lightning just kind of sparks off and disappears.
Nah.
Is that worth a hero point? I don't know.
Are you going to do anything with your move?
My move? Yeah, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Ah, let's do this.
All right. It tries to bite you. AC 14.
Not flat-footed, but prone.
Okay, so hold on. You said AC 14.
Yep.
So
With your-
10, 12, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, 13.
So
You hit.
mage armor, no. Dex,
No mage armor. It's 13.
14, 15. The shield, is that a shield spell or is that a shield?
Spell.
Okay,
That should be
Okay,
bracket
it
there.
nipped you for 6 damage. You want to roll a fort save?
Sure. I didn't roll fort save in the first one.
Okay, roll 2.
So give you 2. 2
It's AC 13. Yeah.
plus 12. Yeah.
Okay, give me the disease.
Hey, why are you so
than you. I'm
You're clean. Birdie.
I remember getting filth fever one time.
The bird rolls a fort save.
It's biting you. Yep.
So I take 6 damage.
Yep. Sam.
Okay.
Hey!
And it lands beside you. It's rearing up
it's-
and clawing and trying to bite at
Sam-
you.
Sam is going to take a. He's going to charge this turkey and use the knockout blow on it.
Okay, the one that just landed will take its AOO. AC 27. Nip.
Miss.
What? Even with the charge?
With the charge, AC 28, AC 30 base. I'm Sam. I'm Sam, the ACer of all.
All right, so you basically do this combat roll out of the way as it snaps where you were. You actually touched like the part of its ugly beak with your knee as you went rolling over, and then you came up into a spring, and then you're diving in towards this turkey. You're yelling. It turns its ugly head towards you. You're gonna try to knock it out.
Knock out the blow.
Okay.
I goes for my blow.
AC 20.
Hits. It's gonna fort save. Is that what's going on?
Fort save or sleepy bow.
22 on the fort save.
I think it's still awake. The DC it'd have been 19. Yep.
Okay. Still takes damage as you crunch its face with your ham-sized fist.
6 damage.
Glancing
Next-
a glancing blow. No,
Glancing blow. Yep.
didn't quite connect as you needed, but Sam
And as a
is
swift
now...
action, we start our crane style.
Oh, Marty, do we get? Does the Grizzite get the hit points from level 9,
Yep.
but not the abilities, right?
Correct.
Can I roll my D8 now?
Sure.
Hey man.
Hero point, hero
I got a dude
point.
with like 6 out of 20.
Callie, Mark. We haven't seen Callie fight. What's she doing?
She is going to use. Why is my screen locked here?
Sorry, I'm just hacking your computer right here.
Oh,
That's exactly how it happened.
fuck. Anyway, she's going to use a move action to gain 2 feats, and those feats are improved grapple and greater grapple.
Okay, she hunkers down in some sort of like monkey stance, like oh, and then jumps on top of the monster.
Actually, as a swift action, is Boar Style handy? No, not right now.
Okay, it has a CMD of 20.
Oh no, it will be handy. She is going to use go into Boar Style and then attack.
Okay.
Things are happening.
Plus, no power attack.
This is a CMB.
Yeah, CMB versus CMD.
Mm-hmm.
20.
I'm gonna copy paste its CMD.
Its CMD is reduced by 2 for charging.
Yes, so 19.
Gotcha. You charged, so your AC went down, so your CMD went down. Uh-huh.
Okay, so she kind of is like
Gobble.
grabbing the side of its head and twisting, and got in like where it's got to like move its claws too far back to claw at her, and she's like, I got it, she's yelling.
Okay.
Do you do any damage? I guess not. You just start
No,
the
this
grapple,
is just
right?
starting the pin. Yeah.
Okay.
Starting the grapple.
You're not Ugg. All right, Twisted Griffs. Well, the thing is just annoyed at you and is going to try to throw you off. It's going to roll a CMB check to try to break your grapple.
You do that.
Gets a 14. It tries and tries, but it does not. It does not.
Next
does not do it.
round, buddy. Next round.
All right, these things are very opportunistic, and they actually have a modicum of intelligence above that of an animal. This one's squawking and sees Grizak is failing, and they saw the light and got attracted by it. I'm going to roll a d2. 1, he goes after Grizak. 2, he charges Sam. All right, the thing just follows Sam.
AC 28.
It kind of hops, and then it does its pounce. Charging
Sam.
pounce, 26, 29,
hit.
14, 26, and a nat 1.
Yeah, you fall on your rake.
Okay, so one of the claws did manage to get through your defense. It nicked your elbow for 4 damage. And then as it's trying to get its hind claws in there, it's in a really awkward position. You just gave it a little knee, and we'll see if AC 26 doesn't hit.
Lucas, it doesn't include the style yet because I actually have to fight defensively, and I didn't want to miss for like the big manly walk over and punch the thing. So I didn't fight defensively.
33 on the critical miss chart is a dropping items. It doesn't have any items to drop. Okay. So it just missed poorly. Then the Twisted Griff in Grizak's face is got nothing to charge, so it'll just kind of 5 feet around the pile of sacks that Grizak stood up from and attack thrice. Yeah. AC 20, AC 19, AC 23.
God damn it. So 14, 15, 16, 17 is my AC.
Okay, so it is chewing up the Grizaks for 19 damage total.
Yep. 19, 38.
Quit being like that.
Grizak.
All right, fucko. Grizak's going to step 5 foot step back.
Okay, it is no longer threatening you.
Yeah. And let's see. Actually, lightning bolt hits
120 foot line.
120 foot line.
Looks like in that position you're only hitting 1.
Actually, what if I shoot? What if I shoot? Yeah, this way. And hit above these guys.
Yeah, give me a D3. You could probably hit both of them above Sam's head. Let's just see if there's anything over here that you may not want to hit. Nope, it's all clear. You can hit 2 of them with lightning bolt. Okay, Grizak hobbles back yelling at that one, claps his hands together and shoots out of basically his hands and his belly button this massive stroke of lightning.
Really,
Let there be light.
26.
What's the DC of your lightning bolt?
Ooh, these DCs are good. This is a third level. Third circle, sorry.
It's
So
evocation
18
and
plus
electricity.
3, 20, 25.
A what?
25. I have high wisdom and all the feats for this.
Nice.
Plus 4 because of what this is.
They both fail. If this was first ed or second ed, they both failed critically.
Yeah.
26 damage, injures that griffin badly, and then the one that's in. I feel buzzing, says Callie.
Ah, it's a hero.
You roast its wings, and there's a bit
Isn't
of
it
electricity.
beautiful?
Sam.
Well, Sam has never actually snuck attack anything before because he's always been doing solo fights.
Twisted Griff with its head being kind of cocked to the side is offering a really good, really good opponent.
So we're gonna wail on that one, try to put it down.
Okay. Yeah, any of the ones that are not needed. Wait, Sam can sneak attack?
AC 27, AC 15, AC 10, AC 12.
I think the 15 hits. It's got an AC of 18 and then grappled.
Yeah. Sam is a rogue, actually.
Grapple is -2, right? To your AC?
Yep.
Do you get to automatically sneak people or grappled?
They're denied their decks.
If they're denied their dex, they get snuck. I think it's now a dex penalty for grapple.
Well, I'm looking at it now.
Okay. In 3.5, I think you got sneak against grappled foes. Now I think you just get a bonus to hit.
I think. Shit. Grappled condition. Here we go.
-4 penalty to dexterity, and they take a -2 penalty on attack rolls.
Yeah.
So you still have to be like flanking.
Flanking.
So I was thinking about running around, but I just pounded on it. That's fine. I hit it 2 times. Cool with that.
So -4 to dexterity. Its AC is 16 in the grapple.
Then I miss on the second one. Okay. All right, that's fine by me. So 2d6 plus 8, 15 damage.
Okay, that badly injures it as you're wailing against its hide. It kind of moves its.
I'm getting myself around to the flanky position. Apparently.
Yeah, it's trying to move the back end of its body, even though it can't move its head. It's trying to move its back end of its body away from you as you're punching it. Callie, you have maintained the grapple.
All right, so she is going
to continue to grapple.
Yep. So she is going to maintain the grapple. Plus, 22. 41.
Yeah, you just squeeze and it's going as you're pinching off its.
Go cohort. This is an NPC cohort, like NPC stats, all that.
Yeah, we went 12 system, I think, all 12s to build this cohort.
No. For the cohort, I just took the NPC stats from the book. Here are your heroic stats. Go with that.
Oh, okay. But if you add it up, it's basically the 12 system.
12 system.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's like a 12.5 system, but yeah.
You would make Ugg proud. Ugg's just standing there watching. He's not even helping.
She's got this. Okay. So that does 1d8 plus. She does not have specialization yet because she's not trained. For 12 damage.
Nice.
And she's going to grapple it again.
It's got 1 hit point left.
Not for long.
Plus 22.
Or we'll
push.
30. And I guess she kills it.
Yeah, roll damage.
8 plus 4. 9 damage.
Okay, after it kind of put its body in an awkward position trying to get away from Sam's blows, she just kept on twisting its neck and eventually just twisted its neck almost 180 degrees from where it should be. And 9 damage. Yeah, it falls limp.
Got it.
All right.
These things are stupid. So she's twisted griffs. Now she's going, hey, as it's chewing the back of Sam's.
I'll save you, Sam.
It's trying to stick Sam's head in its mouth.
Okay.
AC 26, 27, and 23.
Nope.
Glad he's
Snap,
fighting you.
And then this one hops
Well,
towards.
I believe this is a tank and spank combo over here.
Hops towards.
Yeah, Grizzly's like, bring it on.
It's trying to eat at Grizek's flesh. 21, 24, and 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
For 24 damage.
The dirty dwarf isn't looking so good.
Right!
And now I'm bloodied.
It rears up and it's just raking at your flesh. And it's kind of like biting at you, but any of the flesh that comes off, it's taking the most. Okay.
It's just nature's creatures trying to survive. Why you gotta be such a dick?
Grizek.
Right here. Grizak's going to. Oh yeah, I don't have that. Grizak will 5-foot step back, turn into a medium earth elemental. Actually, medium fire elemental.
Can I recommend?
Nope.
Some. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, I'm quiet now.
Oh, actually, no, I don't need to 5-foot step. I don't need to do that. I just turn into an earth elemental.
Earth or fire?
No, earth. Sorry, earth, not fire.
Okay, so you said earth, and then you said no fire, and now you're saying
No, earth. No, it's earth.
And just forget that, you just get the generic token of the earth of the Paizo. There we go.
You should be. Are you medium or small?
Medium.
Okay, so you shift as a standard action into an earth elemental. Now what?
Yeah.
All right, buddy, let's do this.
He's standing in front of it.
Like full defensing? Or I guess you can't, you did a standard, so...
Yep. I got a good AC now.
All right. Sam.
Are you okay as a rock?
Yeah, pretty good.
Sam?
Hey, random.
Hey, how did he do that? Says Callie. Seeing things for the first time. The dwarf's magical.
Yeah.
They are made of stone.
The fuck?
Maybe. We're so.
Trying to eat your face as you're having a conversation.
All right. So.
Hey, randomly fighting dire turkeys.
Okay, how many hit points does Kali have?
She's tough.
Was she bloodied? Basically, that's what.
No,
you
she does.
Okay.
She's not bloodied.
Okay, but Grizak is bloodied.
Yeah, he's bloodied.
And Callie just basically made that other griffin her,
Yes.
love me and tore it to little pieces.
Because brawlers are broken.
Because
Brawlers are broken.
Sam is going to go help the Grizak.
Okay.
That's 2 AOs.
2 AOs? Okay, I was going to
What are
make
you
sure
doing?
that...
I got this.
Alright, the first one behind you hits AC 12, and then the next one, as you walk around it, claws out at you. AC 10.
Nope. Okay, we're gonna punch it in the budkin.
Yeah, you're at the rear side of the griffin. It's kind of kicking its back foot at you as you're going by, and
You know what? We'll use a swift action for weapon focus punch, just because might as well. AC 23, actually.
okay, you hit it in a bunch of dirty feathers.
All right. So.
Ah, your hand's stuck. No, I'm kidding.
Ah! 2d6 plus.
It makes a squawking noise as you hit it.
2d6
from
plus
behind.
8 plus 46 sneak attack. 25 damage. Punch.
Okay, that's the first damage. It's taken. It does make a big squawking noise as you punch it in the rear flesh. Now it's Callie's turn.
She's gonna 5-foot step this way.
Okay, this one had turned its head slightly